NBA Wednesday, presented by State Farm, continues from Chesapeake Energy Arena in Oklahoma City. Home to an MVP candidate and perhaps the most explosive player in the NBA. Russell Westbrook has willed the Thunder to a 28-21 record, good for 7th best in the West. Tonight, he faces off against the Chicago Bulls, who start a 6-game road trip. They had a shot against San Antonio. When he went off the floor, they had no shot. They were leading late in the third. He went to the bench, and they were down by 11 when he came back in. That's a good sign.
It through Enes Kanter, and it is really, they're experimenting. They're trying to find the.
Here's Robin Lopez, and he connects. He'll play 12 road games in January. 9 of 11 games in February will be for Westbrook. Never had a triple-double against the Bulls. He has 24 on the season in 49 games. Now, they like Grant, but Ilyasova has had a huge impact on Philadelphia this year as Butler hits again for All-Stars, although he was the All-Star MVP each of the last 2 years. I mean, he won't even do interviews with us right now as Jimmy Butler gets the dunk. Meetings we had last week after the turmoil that started with Butler and Wade's comments following a loss, criticizing their teammates for not caring enough, as Westbrook talked with Dwayne Wade before the game, and he was very positive about everything that came out of those meetings as Adam scores.
The group, and we asked him specifically, is that the case?
Adams to the rim, throws it down, a timeout by Chicago.
And so there was no objection. He said, you know, it's the age of social media. You get to say what you want, as Russell gets easily to the window again. But Billy's talking about the development of the young guys. That's a case in point.
Here's Rondo, gets past 2 guys, fires to, and it's put in by Felicio. So many different starting backcourts this year. They like what Grant gives them to start a game, and he played well. 3 of 3 from the floor as Oladipo. Rondo leaves it for McDermott. And then Rondo throws it right to Grant. And Jeremy Grant takes it all the way for the jam. Zipser puts it on the floor, dumps it to McDermott, cutting under the hoop. 30 games to go. Westbrook turns it over. Rondo leaves it for McDermott for 3. It's good.
Truly extraordinary, and it's just his love for competition, how hard he plays.
Drains a 3 there, and having his best year shooting the 3. Shoot over 20% from 3.
Right, they're giving him a cushion. The guy's averaging over 10 free throws, and so you give him a little cushion, and that 3 is going down.
Great pass by Wade. Here comes the double on Sabonis. Looking for help, throws it right to Wade. And Wade just too strong. Backs down Oladipo, who had no shot. I'm going to do it again, and that's what I'm going to do when I make it every time from here on out. Over the past 8 years, as Morrow hits the 3, it was hard to tell.
Shows Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett. Come on.
Lob to Lopez. Great finish by Robin Lopez.
I'm very surprised by the statement. And I think coaching is about relationships, and I think clearly he has had some issues with relationships.
In the upper 40s, year in, year out from three-point land. He has 7 points here, all in the second quarter. Grant drills a 3. He's 4 of 4 from the floor with 9 points. Butler with position on the low block. Lopez jumper, good. And that is 6 now for Lopez.
Wow, that's back-to-back ugly shots.
Westbrook on the attack to the goal, counted, and a foul.
He's got to see multiple.
A very good relationship with Jimmy. Don't believe everything you read. Lopez with the spin over Adams. Good. Robin Lopez with 8 points.
Defensive rebounds. He'll be physical.
Oladipo gets his own miss. Attacks the rim and scores. With a sprained wrist. He's back healthy. They need him with Kanter up. Butler. Oh, beautiful move by Jimmy Butler.
Come on, how good is that footwork? How good is that footwork?
Brooke has 12 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. And the timer at 5. Westbrook's 3. Good! His second three-pointer. Now Westbrook on Wade. Wade using the Lopez screen. Here's Gibson in the corner, and Gibson answers with a 3.
Because, boy, they are locked into everything that's coming out of that guy's mouth.
And think about it, if you don't play hard the way Westbrook does as Wade connects.
It's been established going back to when Kevin Durant was drafted as well.
Great pass by Westbrook. What a look. And losing streak. And Kanter was a terrific score off the bench. Here's a turnover. Butler. Oh, Westbrook punches it out of bounds.
Which way does Billy go? Does he downsize and go small like he did in that last half, or does he go to Sabonis?
In this year, he can opt out of that 2-year contract he signed as Westbrook. Flows by everybody. He's a lottery pick. Meanwhile, Jimmy Butler bounces around smaller schools as Wade gets to the bounce.
Oh, we've seen a little vintage Wade right now. Come on, that turnaround jump shot.
Well, they go small here. Lopez takes advantage of the smaller lineup and scores. And they played last night in San Antonio. Gibson got possession, puts it in, and a foul on Singler. I don't think any comment that Barkley made was going to impact LeBron's legacy. Now, some think, okay, LeBron went personally, went into some of the things that Charles Barkley. One of the all-time, is that a trash talk? I don't know what it was, but LeBron's reaction was like, you believe this guy? Oh, do you believe that guy? Westbrook just hammers the rim. The Bulls, who shot over 60% in the second quarter, are shooting 80% from the floor in the third. Westbrook, great pass. They work it around LeVert. Big three.
This, he should be closer to the assist double digits tonight.
Here he goes again. Look at that. Just raced by everybody in red. 10 points in the quarter, 25 for the game. He finds Christian. Can he pay it off? He does. A three for Semaj Christian. Which is not a guarantee with Kanter out, although they do have 9 of 11 games at home here in February. Felicio from Butler with the jam. That's kind of been the year for Mirotic. Westbrook again exploding on 2 defenders, gets the layup.
It just never stops.
Chicago shooting almost 60% from the floor. Turnover by Westbrook. Here's Butler. Christian will try to defend him, and Butler goes right through him and lays it in. Timeout.
I mean, it's an interesting debate.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a tough call because you're in a situation, you got so many games left. As Butler hits again, he's got 28. 4 seconds left. Here's Laverne. And it rolls in at the buzzer for Cameron Payne. The Chicago Bulls, who at times this year have been miserable on offense, as Grant hits the dunk.
I think it's too early to buy in. This is a long road trip. I think the next 16 days are going to tell you an awful lot about your team.
You know, you have George Hill, who's a terrific player. You like this guy from San Diego State because he's a good defender, and you think, you know what, he's a terrific athlete. Maybe he'll be a scorer. From three-point land, he's at 40% from out there this year. Beautiful shot by Dwayne Wade. 4 years is he going to play? How many more chances is Wade going to get?
Well, if you're asking me, do I think he'll stay in Chicago? He's going to opt out, and that's just...
List to stay. That's just me. I'm guessing based on our conversations with Dwayne over this year, which we've had him several times. But he's at 37. The other is Mirotic. He's at 30%. So is it just a bad year for those two guys shooting? Nice drive by Carter Williams. 2 years ago and has been up and down this year from the D-League and back to Oklahoma City. Bobby Portis, a former first-round draft pick, to get in. Carter Williams on the drive, gets the basket. Just don't know if he has a position. Maybe that's the reason that he's been up and down. Three-pointer from, especially with a guy like Dwayne Wade, who you need. And as you mentioned, he's rested several times. Triple-double, and the Thunder are now 10 and 16 when he does not have a triple-double. They are... The Bulls shoot 61% from the floor. Perhaps their best offensive game of the season.